guys, my name is Em and welcome back to the start of a brand new spooky reading vlog. Today's video, it is going to be a spooky 48-hour readathon vlog. I'm really excited because I love a good 24-hour readathon, 48-hour readathon, and it makes it extra special that it's kind of like a spooky Halloween readathon. So I am hosting this readathon along with my best friends Sophia from Tiny Own Universe, Sarah from Sal's Books, Bisma from Hates Bisma, and Lucy from Library of Lucy, who I do all of the readathons with, and I'm so excited. So today is Friday the 15th of October, so it goes from tonight at midnight until Sunday night at midnight, so it is 48 hours, and I'm really excited because I have such ambitious plans and I'm hoping that I manage to achieve all of them, which would be amazing. It is currently 3 p.m. on Friday, so I will just be showing you my TBR and then coming back to you at midnight, but usually I'm not really in the mood to do intros at midnight because I will be in bed. So let me show you my TBR. It is quite ambitious, but I feel like maybe I can do it. Maybe like I'll just get some like random energy to achieve all of this. Also, Misty is behind me here, which is why my bed looks a mess. My pumpkin is here to add the atmosphere, and I'm really excited. So let's show you the TBR. The main book on this TBR that I hope to read from start to finish, and it's a book that we're actually all going to be buddy reading together, which is really exciting, and I love that we're reading it like all at the same time, and it is The Devil Makes Three by Tori Bovalino. I am really excited to read this book. All I know is that this is kind of like a dark academia book about like these 2 or 3 friends who accidentally summon a like ghost or a demon from the library, and they then kind of have to just like deal with that and the havoc that brings, and I think this will be really good. Also, this edition is stunning. It is like a 400-page book, so I'm hoping that I do manage to get to it. I would be happy if I just made like a decent amount of progress, and because it is like a 48-hour readathon, I don't think I should have many problems. Then the next book on this TBR is one that I'm actually currently reading and I just want to finish, so it is Survive the Night by Riley Sager. I have wanted to read this book for so long and I'm finally getting to it. I'm currently on page 112, but I am planning on reading a little bit more of it today before the readathon. I think this is the book that I'm going to pick up straight away at midnight when the readathon starts and try to finish it before I go to bed. If that's not possible, then I will leave as little as I can left so that I can finish it as soon as I wake up in the morning. This takes place in the 90s after this murder has been committed on campus and they have not found the killer, and the best friend of the girl who has been murdered decides to get in the car with a stranger that she met on like a car share board so that they can drive together back home. Things that he's saying are not really like matching up, and he's making a lot of mistakes, and I think like he's lying about his name. It's very thrilling and I'm liking it. It is a very fast read and I hope I can finish that one. So then I have some graphic novels, and this one is again one that I really want to get to and I feel like will be so much fun, and I think Sophia is actually planning on reading it as well, which is amazing, and it is Thornhill by Pam Smye. This is a thick book. It is like 500-600 pages. It is partly in graphic format, but then it does also have some text as well, so I know that this will take a lot longer to read than your average graphic novel. However, I'm hoping that it won't be too slow because a lot of the pages just have pictures on and a lot of the pages are just like this as well, so I feel like I will be able to get through this. If I by some miracle miraculously manage to finish this entire ambitious TBR, I will continue with my read of Kingdom of the Cursed by Kerry Maniscalco. I do not think that I'm going to be able to finish this book. I'm only 20 pages in. However, if I do manage to finish it, or if I feel like a TBR change, this is the book that I will probably put in its place. I'm really excited. I loved Kingdom of the Wicked and I've heard that people love this one even more, so I'm very excited. So yeah, that is my very ambitious TBR. I will come back to you at midnight when the readathon is about to begin. I'm so excited because like it's a spooky 48-hour readathon vlog. I'm doing it with the people that I love most in the world and I'm very excited. So yeah, I will come back to you at midnight. Okay, so it is now Saturday and it is about 4 p.m. in the afternoon, so we're actually 14 hours into the readathon and this is my first update, which is kind of a fail, but also this is a 48-hour readathon vlog, so we're good. I have so much more time. I had a really busy morning and I had to do a lot of housework and help my mom and stuff like that. We're good now. I'm free for the evening and I'm going to read. But I was reading in the time that I wasn't vlogging, so I will tell you what I read. So last night I did actually stay up after midnight to finish Survive the Night by Riley Sager. I didn't really know what to expect out of this book and I'm really glad that I finished it because it's been on my TBR for a while. I have many thoughts about this book, not all of them good. Basically I rated it a 3-star, which 3-star can like be a good review or a bad review, I don't really know. But yeah, there was no point in this book where I was thrilled, where I was like scared or like even like shocked. There was no real plot twists in this book. It was a very fast read and I know I read it over a couple days, but I could have actually sat down and read this book in like maybe 3 hours in total because it was just so fast. But that being said, I don't think it was necessarily an amazing book, because right when we found out the killer, our main character's memory came back, and I hate when authors rely on like memory loss like as a plot twist kind of a thing. Yeah, it was just average for me. It was definitely nothing special. I was not thrilled. There was kind of like 4 characters in this book, so we kind of knew that they had to be sketch, you know, like it had to be one of them, so there was not really any like amazing shocking points. But even like the plot twist itself was very obvious and I did predict it from the start. Like literally as soon as the character was introduced I knew who it was going to be. But after I finished it, it was like 1 a.m. and I was sitting in the kitchen with my mom and I was telling her the story of this book, because if you don't know, my mom doesn't read at all, but she does like stories and she really likes like thriller books, not so much fantasy books, you know what I mean, like plot driven books. And I was telling her all about this book and she was like, that sounds like an amazing book, like why didn't you like it? And I'm like, well, when I tell it, it sounds like an amazing book. Does that mean I'm better than Riley Sager? Who knows? Also, I found out that Riley Sager is not even his real freaking name. I was shook to my core when I read that it's not his real name. It doesn't say what his real name is, but I asked you guys on Instagram and someone told me that his name is Todd Ritter. So I don't know why he did that, but he also writes under the name Alan Finn. Well, I don't know, but anyways, that is what he does. So yeah, I'm glad I finished it. 3 out of 5 star. Like it was a solid book. I would say if you're looking for like a fast-paced thriller book, like it takes place in one night, so it's very fast-paced, but nothing spectacular, not very memorable, and the plot twists were just like really dry. So yeah, 3 out of 5. Then this morning I woke up at 9 a.m, which was like a little later than I wanted, but also I kind of needed some sleep because I've had really bad headaches, and I decided to pick up The Devil Makes 3 by Tori Bovalino. This is Under the Dust Jacket. Oh my god, it is so stunning, and I've been reading it since, which I haven't gotten a lot read, but I'm hoping to make a decent amount of progress tonight, as long as it doesn't get too scary, because I probably will not finish it tonight if it gets too scary. But I'm on chapter 16, which is page 122. I'm really proud of the progress that I'm making. This has everything from like academic rivals to kind of like enemies to possibly lovers, I don't know, enemies to friends, I don't know, but right now they don't like each other. There's also like magical realism, there's kind of like witchy vibes, and also both of our main characters have kind of like a sad backstory that neither of them know about, and I'm really liking it. And I'm currently on sprints with Sophia and Lucy, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to start reading, and I'm really excited because I've done a lot today other than reading, and now it is time to sit down and read. Even though I really want to finish The Devil Makes 3, I just keep coming back to Kingdom of the Cursed because I really want to read more of it. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe read until the halfway point of Devil Makes 3, which shouldn't actually be that much more because I am like 120 pages in, so I'm going to read to the halfway point, and then like as it gets to the nighttime I think I'm going to switch to Kingdom of the Cursed. But we're going to see how it goes and I will update you as we go. Hi besties. Okay, so it is now 5 p.m. I just got to chapter 20, which is page 145 of The Devil Makes 3, and I am loving this. Like, it is such a fun book. It is such a good book. Like, I'm really enjoying all of the elements and I don't really know like what's gonna happen. But I was just about to make myself a hot chocolate. I was on sprints with Soph and Lucy, and then my granddad called and he was like, do you want to go get food? And I was like, always. So I'm waiting for him to pick me up. We're gonna go get food and then I'm gonna come back here and continue reading. I'm really enjoying this readathon. No matter how much we read in a readathon, when we do it all together like as a friend group, it is just the most iconic thing. That is all I have to say, and I will get back to you later. Hi besties. Okay, so it is now 10 p.m. and I have not really updated you at all during this vlog. Like, I don't know where my motivation is, but I am reading more of The Devil Makes Three. I'm kind of getting a little bit spooked now because it is definitely a scarier book. It's not the most descriptive writing style in the world, which I think makes it slightly less scary, because like even when scary things are happening, like it doesn't kind of have that suspense factor. It just kind of tells you what's happening, so you can kind of like get spooked, but also not too bad. So I'm currently on page 186. I think I'm going to read up to page 200 right now, which will not take that long, and then I'm going to stop for the night. I might pick up Witchy because I might be able to finish it, but also I don't know. I'm kind of in the mood to continue with Kingdom of the Cursed. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm on sprints with Sarah and Soph, and we've been on since about 4 p.m. and we're just having the best time. Okay besties, so it is now 10:20 and I've just reached chapter 31, which is page 201, and I think that I'm going to stop reading this book for tonight, simply because it is getting that little bit spookier, it is getting that little bit twistier, and we're kind of trying to figure out different things to do with, you know, the title of the book. The title is literally The Devil Makes Three, so it is that little bit spookier, and I don't think my brain is in it right now to read this, and I'm just getting spooked, and I don't want that to happen because I'm really enjoying this book. I am hoping to finish it tomorrow. There's like 170 pages left. I'm hoping to wake up early tomorrow and finish this book. Hi guys, okay, it is now 2:30 p.m. on Sunday and I have just finished my second book of the readathon, which I'm going to tell you about now. So a couple minutes ago I did just finish The Devil Makes Three by Tori Bovalino, and I have thoughts. I have many thoughts. So I'm going to start off by saying I didn't fucking like this book at all. I am so disappointed. You know when you like hype a book up so much in your head and you literally think that this book is going to be perfect and going to be amazing, and then it's just nothing. Like it was nothing to me. I gave it 3 stars because though I really didn't like it, I don't know, I just don't particularly have many feelings about it. Like if I gave it 1 star I would be quite passionate about my dislike on it, but because I gave it 3 stars I'm just kind of like, I read it, it's done, I don't care about this book, unfortunately. So I know this actually must be quite a contrast, because the last time I spoke to you I was like, I'm 200 pages in, I'm loving this book, I love everything about these characters and everything like that. Yeah, that went down the fucking drain. So basically last night when I was like telling you that I was liking the book and everything, it was because I was here for the vibes. I was like, this is the setup to something huge. It was like the haunted library vibe, kind of academic rivals but also like accomplices and things like that. Like I was like, this is the setup for something big, for the big twist, for the big plot to happen. Let me tell you, there was no plot. Like nothing happened. Like there was nothing, and I don't understand how in a 400-page book, because this was literally just under 400 pages, not a single thing happened, and I don't know how that's possible. I was just so bored, and I don't really say that often about books because mostly they have something going for them, but even the characters kind of became insufferable after a while, and they were like professing their love for each other, and we had not had like a single moment between them where they showed their affection and their love. There was none of that, and then they were just like, bitch, I love you, and I was like, oh, this is how it's going to be. It felt like the romance was there just to have a romance in the book. And I love a good academic romance. I love a good dark academia book. There doesn't always even need to be a plot, but it needs to be well done if there's not a plot. I don't know what to think about this book. There was nothing that stood out from it, nothing spectacular at all. I'm quite sad to say that, but it's true. Yeah, I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I'm going to text Soph about it now and just talk to her because we were reading it together, and Lucy, but I'm not sure how far she got into it and I don't want to discourage her from reading it. And there was a lot of kind of gruesome stuff, but even for the scary content I was not scared during this book, so I feel like it wasn't even done very well. Would I recommend this book? Not necessarily. I would say if you want to read it. It's not going to change your life in either way. Like it's not going to be a book that scars you for life with how bad it is, but it's also not going to be a good book. But if you don't have like the necessary need to pick it up, I would say maybe don't. It was a waste of my day, and I feel like if I hadn't finished it in literally less than 24 hours I wouldn't have liked it at all. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to move on to next, but I'm just going to take a little break and I will figure it out. Guys, oh my god, I'm on sprints right now and I'm reading Kingdom of the Cursed. this freaking book, like we're on chapter 2 and already things are just so tense and so like spicy, and I love the fact that this is new adult. Like this is what needed to happen, this is what was missing from the first book, and I am so here for it. I have made an annotations key. I know it's upside down, but you get the gist. I'm in love with this book already, and the fact that me and Soph are like reading it and we're on the same page. The way we're like losing it on sprints and everyone is like really concerned for us. Peace and love, guys, peace and love. Okay, so it is now 6:30. We have been live for over 2 hours and I've just reached page 88, which is chapter 7. There's like 2 minutes left in this sprint, so I have to go quickly. This frickin' book is intense. It is already a lot better than the first one. Like it started quite strong. The first couple chapters were very, very intense, and I think now we're just kind of like settling down into the plot a little bit more, but I'm really excited to continue. It doesn't seem like I've read almost 100 pages because it is so fast. I don't know how much longer we're going to continue with the sprints, but I am really excited and I'm really enjoying my read. My eyes are starting to get slightly tired, and I know this readathon goes until 12, so we'll see. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this book simply because my eyes can't take it anymore. If you're wondering what that rustling is, Misty's asleep in the Illumicrate box, and we had a very emotional moment in the last sprint because I wrote this note in my book and Soph sent me a picture of a note that she wrote in her book, and they were like practically the same thing, just kind of saying how much we loved reading and how much we loved reading with each other. And then we both started sobbing, and then Bisma was sobbing. Yeah, so I need to go because the sprint is just about to be over, but I am loving this book, loving this readathon. It definitely brings a better light than the previous 2 books that I read this weekend. Hi besties, so I'm coming on here to end out this vlog. If you can hear talking in the background, it is Sophia and Bisma. Sophia is also ending her vlog. Okay, so I wanted to wrap up this readathon because I'm actually super proud of what I have read. So I did finish 2 books, but I also made progress in another. The 2 books that I finished I didn't really enjoy, as you will have seen my progress, but I'm still really glad that I read them. They were 2 really anticipated releases, and I'm glad that I've read them, even though it did kind of put like a dampener on the readathon that I disliked both of the books that I read. So the first book that I finished was Survive the Night by Riley Sager. I read like the last 150 pages of this during the readathon, and I give this 3 out of 5 stars. Like I think the idea of the book was good, but it just didn't execute, and I was watching a review video on this and it made me realize how much worse it actually was. Like I picked up on things from the video that I didn't pick up on in real life. I'm sorry, I have them on FaceTime and I didn't want to vlog in front of them, so I like turned off my camera, even though they're going to be watching this. So And then next I finished The Devil Makes 3 by Tori Bovalino. Again, another 3 out of 5 star read. The more I think about this book, the less I like it, so I'm just gonna leave it as it is, not really talk about it anymore because I don't want to rate it less than a 3 stars. I read this whole thing like between yesterday and today, which is amazing for me. Then we did some live reading sprints on Soph's channel and we picked up Kingdom of the Cursed by Kerry Maniscalco, and I'm currently on page 98, but there's like 2 pages left in this chapter, so I will be finishing that, so I will be up to page 100. So yeah, I'm really proud of my progress. Like, I am loving this book. I am annotating it, I'm tabbing it, I have like a whole annotations guide. I am so excited to continue with this book, and I love that I'm reading it with Sophia as well. It makes it so special. Bisma was reading She Who Became the Sun on sprints, so we were just having a great time. But yeah, in total I think I read 613 pages, which I think is really successful for a 48-hour readathon. I also did just a lot of cozy things, like I lit the fire, I sat by the fire and read, I talked with my friends for hours, and it was just so much fun, and I really enjoyed this vlog. So yeah, let me know down in the comments if you like this video, what videos you want to see from me, because spooky season is almost over when you're watching this, I'm pretty sure, but I'm really happy with how I did. Comment the bat emoji if you watched to the end, because I feel like that accurately represents like this whole readathon, like the spooky kind of vibes. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment down below if you feel like it, because I just really love interacting with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay amazing, stay kind, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.